My name is Tim Wenger. I live with my family in Lancaster City. I grew up in Lancaster County, about 15 minutes outside the city, on a dairy farm in a typical Pennsylvania Dutch meat and potatoes kind of family. And it wasn't until I was 19 and first traveled outside of the U.S. that I realized that the world doesn't really revolve around Lancaster County. And in that experience, I met people who were very much different from me and yet very much the same. And so when I returned to Lancaster, I wanted to find ways to meet people here who are from other places, to learn from their experiences, to share my life with them. And I've been fortunate to have met many people right here in Lancaster who were born and raised in other countries. Taste the World began in 2009, shortly after my wife and I had a lovely meal with friends at an El Salvadorian restaurant here in Lancaster City. After the meal, the owner was telling me about the difficulties of operating a small restaurant. The supplier didn't want to supply him anymore because it was such a small business. The price of corn had recently tripled, and the owner was quite discouraged. The next time I went past the restaurant, it was boarded shut, and the owner had gone out of business. So my wife and I talked about what can we do to help some of these other small businesses. Many of these are small mom and pop shops who the owners have come from other places, have set up shop here to share their cultures and their life with us. And what can we do to help raise awareness of these restaurants? So we put together the first Taste the World walking sampling tour back in 2009, and the enthusiasm from the community was overwhelming. We sold out 250 tickets a couple of weeks before the event, and it's such a successful event. We quick threw together another one for later that summer, and have continued to hold these events since then. At each walking and sampling tour, we have up to 250 people who participate. They come downtown, receive a passport with information about the participating restaurants and the food that's being served. And then they head out individually or in groups to the different restaurants. At each restaurant, we have a greeter who welcomes the guests, stamps the passport, and gives information about the food and makes sure that the participants get the serving at each restaurant. Lancaster has such a wide variety of cultures. We've got restaurants featuring food from Ireland, Iraq, Ethiopia, Puerto Rico, Colombia, the Himalayas, Dominican Republic, Italy, Vietnam, Greece, and many more. These restaurant owners have come. Many of them are immigrants or first or second generation immigrants who come and prepare the food to share part of their life, part of their culture with those of us who've grown up here in Lancaster County. I think food is an easy and fun way to begin a friendship. It's a way that one person can share something from their culture, another person can ask questions and inquire about the occasions that this food might be prepared and eaten, the way the food is prepared and created, the recipes, the childhood that people have of growing up learning how to cook from their parents and grandparents. It's a way to learn to get to know someone. Food can be a stepping stone on the pathway to friendship.